Dear students, today I'll discuss the new topic, that is in geomorphology. The topic is landforms. So in landforms, how they appear. They are the different agents or the different processes which give shape to the appearance of the earth. How earth looks like, it is given by the different agent. The shape is given by different agent. So the landforms which are visible, there are the two type of landforms. Either they are the byproduct of erosion or they are the byproduct of deposition. So erosional and depositional. So there are the two type of landforms and the depositional. So in these two type of landforms we will discuss separately, but there are the five basic agents which give the particular shape to the landforms. Landforms are the byproduct of endogenetic and exogenetic forces. What type of endogenetic forces are taking place and what type of exogenetic activities are prevailing in the region. So when we discuss the landforms, there are the five different type of landforms. Say fluvial landform. So the water is flowing, and while flowing the water, degradation takes place, erosion takes place, and the eroded material transformed into the clastic material is deposited somewhere else. So the depositional landforms appeared in the lower course of the drainage basin, and in the upper, in the watershed, there are the erosional relief features. So one is the fluvial landforms. Second is aeolian or the wind resultant landforms. Landforms resulted by the wind action. हवा चलती है desert में, you will find lot of different type of the rocky structure, stony structure, hamada, bajada, and the you can say Inselberg, the relief features, polished mountains by the wind, and the dunes. So how the dunes are formed? Dunes are changing the shape, location, appearance, the size, the amount of material, amount of sand, and the speed and the velocity and the perennial character of the wind determine the shape of the particular sand dunes. Apart from that, glaciated landform, glaciers. The glaciers are sliding down very gradually at very slow speed, but there is a huge amount of snow is sliding down. It is having the maximum plucking force at a particular time. So while discussing the denudation, while moving, I discussed there are the different forces. So one is the fluvial, another is aeolian or the wind resultant, and the third is glaciers. The fourth type of landforms are karst relief feature. Karst means wherever the salty conditions are there, the limestone or calcium carbonate rich, or where the chemical weathering is more important, and simultaneously solution and the carbonation and the hydration, oxidation, through these chemical activities, the different type of relief features appeared, landforms, erosional and depositional both. And the last one is the wave action. Wave action, sea waves, by the pressure of the wind, very powerful wind, sea waves originates near the coast, and they strike on the land and they break the rocks and convert the rocks into sand. So that beaches evolved along the sand and the cliff formation evolved. So there are the erosional and there are the depositional relief features. In all the five type of the landforms, there are the erosional features and there are the depositional features. How they evolve? being a geomorphologist, this is the essence of the geomorphology, to study the different relief features, how they form, what are the agent activities, how the transportation takes place, how the rock breakup takes place, why some rivers bring more sediments and some brings almost no sediment, what are the factors behind it. So we will start today to discuss the fluvial landforms. So the first type of landform is fluvial. Fluvial landforms, or the flowing water resultant landforms formed by the water. When water is flowing, it is having great erosional force. But before this, I want to discuss a little about fluvial water. Fluvial water have, like, sometimes I use the two words today, that is, one is called watershed and another is drainage basin. What is watershed? Watershed is basically, in layman language, I would say it is the catchment of particular river. Every river has a catchment. Suppose this is one river is coming, it is having several branches coming here. So this is here, and so here I would say this is the area. Here, if we see this channel, this river at this channel, at this particular point, water of this entire area discharges through this channel. In reference to this channel, this is the watershed. Watershed of this particular channel, having series of streams and the rivulets. So in terms of the course or the channel of the river, we measure इस चैनल के रेफरेंस में हम ये देखते हैं कि यहाँ कितने एरिया का पानी आता है. इस सारे एरिया का पानी इस चैनल से डिस्चार्ज होता है. So in reference to this discharge, this is the catchment or this is the watershed of this channel. और इस चैनल का watershed ये है. So इसका मतलब ये क्या है? ये water divide है. Water divide मतलब इसके बाहर का इधर का पानी इधर आ रहा है, ये कहीं दूसरी रिवर में जाता होगा. So it is having the another watershed. तो इसका watershed कोई दूसरा होगा. तो देखिए इसका watershed दूसरा है और इसका watershed यहाँ से ये दूसरा. So in reference to this, there are the two channels. It is having the different watershed. This channel is having this watershed. This channel is having this watershed. This is the catchment basically. In between, this is the water divide. The water divide means water of this area goes this side, water of this area goes this side. Water divide is the ridge area, uplifted area, or the area which divide the water east or west, wherever it will go. So here generally we used to say this is the water channel, this is, so suppose this is the channel. So water of this area, so this is the watershed. Water of this area will come this side, और इससे यहाँ का पानी किधर जाएगा? इधर जाएगा, और यहाँ का पानी उल्टा जाएगा, और यहाँ का पानी इधर आएगा. कहाँ आएगा? इस चैनल में आएगा. So this is one watershed. I would say this is the watershed. This is the water, and this is the water divide. This is the water divide. I hope you came to know watershed or catchment or the water divide. These are the basic terminology I'll use again and again. That's why मुझे लगा मैं आपको पहले explain कर दूँ. And next is drainage basin. But before watershed and water divide, you know the water divide of India. कई बार इंडिया को Indian drainage system is divided into two parts: east flowing river, west flowing river. East flowing river drain into Bay of Bengal. West flowing river drain into Arabian Sea. So there is a water divide in the map of India. मैं इंडिया के मैप में एक छोटा सा वाटर डिवाइड आपको बना के एक स्केच आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. सो व्हाट इज दिस वाटर डिवाइड? water divide is, if I construct a simple map of India. So in this map of India, you can say this is the water divide. This is along the Western Ghat, and this is the Tapti river, and this is the Narmada river, and this is the Mahi river, and this is the this goes up to. So Satluj river is west flowing river, and Yamuna river is east, because Yamuna passes through this and Satluj moves like this. So Satluj और यमुना के बीच में, just next to Dehradun, it is the water divide. So Simla hills are the basically water divide. Simla और देहरादून के बीच में the mountain range is called water divide. The range north of river Yamuna goes to the west side, or south of that range that joins the east side. So this is the water divide. Water of these rivers drains into the west. So these rivers, small rivers draining here. Can you name at least 2 rivers in the Western Ghat here? कोई 2 river के नाम बता सकते हो? Periyar, very good. In Kerala, Lake Idukki is there. Apart from Periyar, huh? No, Narmada is there. It is not originating from Western Ghat. It is from Maikal. Narmada is right. Narmada तो है ही है. ताप्ती भी है. माही रिवर भी है. साबरमती भी है. इनके साउथ में बताओ ना, वेस्टर्न घाट. यहाँ से साउथ में. ये तो प्रोमिनेंट रिवर आप जानते हैं. साउथ ऑफ इट, where is the highest waterfall of India? Huh? What is the name of the highest waterfall of India? Where it is? On which river? Huh? Netravati river is there. On the river Netravati, and the river Kali Nadi is there. Savitri river is there. There are 100. Mandovi river is there. Juari river is there. In Goa, you must be knowing, huge amount of water they are carrying. All these rivers are making, most of them are making estuary. And rivers here in Kerala, they are making backwater. Backwater of Kerala are known as kayals. You know kayal? दुनिया में सभी river, before draining into the sea, they make parallel to, they run parallel to the sea. Suppose this is the coastline, a river comes here and river moves parallel to this and drain here. यहाँ से river सीधी यहाँ भी आ सकती थी, but when the river entered here, so what happened? The sea water, it's all plain. High tide आता है तो इसका effect यहाँ जाता है. So this backwater, this is a kind of backwater. This is backwater because this is a strip of land. You know, in Kerala we have this strip of land like Vembanad Lake, Astamudi Lake, and Kayals, Vembanad, Astamudi, Sastamkota. These all are the backwaters. Backwater means, इसको हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं? Backwater. ये saline water land में अंदर तक आ जाता है. For 6 hours it is saline. फिर 6 घंटे low tide आता है तो ये पानी नीचे चला जाता है. It is fresh water. So here river enters and river. This is all almost equal to the sea level. So ये backwater बहुत बड़े भी हो जाते हैं. So sometimes they spread like this. ये सब जगह पानी भर जाता है. So this is backwater, but this is the land strip. I hope you came to know what is backwater. Kayals. The Vembanad is the longest kayal backwater in Cochin in Kerala. So these rivers, and the one is estuary and one is, I'll discuss estuary and delta difference later. But this is only about the watershed and the water divide. I hope you came to know the line of the water divide of India. Water divide of India. ये वेस्ट फ्लोइंग और इसके सारी बाद में ये सारी रिवर ईस्ट फ्लोइंग है. सो वेस्ट फ्लोइंग एंड ईस्ट फ्लोइंग रिवर, और इनको जो डिवाइड करता है अरावली माउंटेन्स एंड द लेटर वेस्टर्न घाट्स. सो दिस इज द वाटर डिवाइड ऑफ इंडिया. Now after this watershed, catchment, water divide, there is one more term sometimes we use, drainage basin. Drainage basin is apart from the catchment, apart from catchment like Ganga river. This like Ganga river originates from the Himalayas, and there are these several rivers joining here from different direction. So this is all in terms of this channel. This is the watershed of river Ganga, isn't it? But what happened? This river is having drainage basin here. So watershed is this, but this river is getting water of river Yamuna also, river Chambal also, and the many rivers from the Son river, Gandak river. So they all makes the drainage basin. This is the drainage basin is bigger term. So watershed we consider from one channel, and drainage basin we consider from the entire system, whether water receive or water discharge. It is discharged here in the form of deltas, water spread over, and it is supplied through canals. So all this, wherever these channels comes and goes in this entire area, is known as the drainage basin. This is entire basin. This is only the water from where they catch the water. So this is the one. Apart from that, there are the four broadly I would say there are the four different type of rivers in terms of the supply of water. In terms of supply of water, the four different type of rivers supply of water. On the basis of supply of water, one is called perennial rivers. Another is seasonal rivers or the semi-perennial. Third is ephemeral rivers. And the fourth is sometimes allochthonous. Allochthonous. Perennial, you must be knowing one word. Sometimes I use the word river regime. कभी मैंने बताया रिवर रिजीम क्या होता है आपको? मैं आज बता देता हूँ. So without these basic terminology, I cannot explain the different landforms. So landforms formed by the water, but how water is flowing. So suppose this is through one graph. Say these are the months: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, December. Up to December, this is June and July. Half, and this is the amount of water. What is the unit to measure the water, fluvial water in the river channel? कैसे measure करते हैं? कितना पानी बह गया? क्या कहते हैं उस unit को? Cubic. Means cubic feet per second. So that lakh of liter, 10 lakh of liter cubic feet of 10 lakh cubic feet of water discharge from one channel. एक सेकंड में कितना पानी इस चैनल से आगे जाता है. So that is basically cubic. Sometimes we measure in cubic also. Cubic feet per minute. And the cubic basically second per second. एक सेकंड में कितना पानी आगे जाता है एक लाइन से. So that is cubic. अगर रिवर गंगा का पानी का फ्लो देखें तो जनरली जनवरी में बारिश कम होती है इसके कैचमेंट में, और जून जुलाई में मानसून ऐसे ज़्यादा आ जाता है और यहाँ तक कम हो जाता है. दिस इज कितना पानी रिवर चैनल में रहता है साल भर. So this is called river regime. How much of cubic water is flowing at different points on river Ganga. हरिद्वार में कितना, कानपुर में कितना, पटना में कितना, फरक्का में कितना. So we measure it is like this. Second is seasonal. Seasonal में क्या होता है? This water is almost negligible. थोड़ा थोड़ा और फिर एकदम तेज चलता है और फिर दोबारा नेग्लिजिबल होता है। यहाँ तो ऐसा लगता है रिवर में पानी ऑलमोस्ट खत्म हो गया। सो दिस इज कॉल्ड सीजनल, बहुत कम, और फिर बढ़ जाता है, फिर एकदम कम हो जाता है। So in particular rainy season, in monsoonal season, they have abundance of water. In rest of the year, they have almost no water or negligible water. But anyhow, river maintained their flow or the channel or the course. The ephemeral means during rainy season, water is flowing. जितने दिन बारिश होती है उतने दिन रिवर में पानी फ्लो करता है. Like there are the hundreds of rivers channels in the राजस्थान. बारिश हो गई तो रिवर में छोटे छोटे चैनल में पानी चला, यहाँ बिल्कुल सूखी रिवर है और यहाँ बारिश हो गई तो यहाँ खूब तेज पानी चला और यहाँ तक पानी चला और फिर सूख गई। एक रिवर में कितने ही दिन पानी चला, 1-1.5 महीने, 15 दिन, 40 दिन, 20 दिन, 30 दिन। सो दीज रिवर्स, जब बारिश होती है तो पानी चलता है, दे आर कॉल्ड रेन कंट्रोल्ड और एफेमरल, EPHEMERAL, एफेमरल और द रेन कंट्रोल्ड रिवर। एंड एलोस्थोनस रिवर मीन्स बर्थ कहाँ होता है रिवर का और रिवर का ड्रेनेज कहाँ है। लाइक नाइल रिवर ओरिजिनेट्स वेरी क्लोज टू रिवर इक्वेटर फ्रॉम इक्वेटोरियल रेन फॉरेस्ट्स which receive huge amount of rain, but later it passes through the Sahara desert in Sudan and Egypt. River ओरिजिनेट होती है इक्वेटोरियल रेनी कंडीशन से एंड पास करती है डेजर्ट से। सो दे आर ऑल टुगेदर डिफरेंट कंडीशंस। लाइक इंडस रिवर इन पाकिस्तान, इट ओरिजिनेट्स फ्रॉम टिबेटन प्लेटो। टिबेटन प्लेटो is giving the life to the large part of this South and Southeast Asia. So mostly river Tibetan plateau से निकलती है because this is almost 4 kilometer high tableland. It is the source of water for many rivers, whether it is Yangtze River, Huangho River, Irrawaddy River, Chindwin River, Ganga River, or sorry, Indus River, or Satluj River, or Brahmaputra River. They get the water from Tibetan Plateau. But Allosthonus, like Indus River, originates from Tibet, cross the Himalayas, it receives sufficient amount of water from Himalayas, but it passes through the Thar Desert. So when the climatic condition relief feature changes, it passes through the arid region, originate moist region से होता है, river channel flow करता है arid region में, dry region में, desert में. So such type of rivers are known as Allosthonus river. Originate कहीं होता है, flow कहीं करती है. So these are the 4 different type of rivers on the basis of the channel supply of water. On the basis of the genetic, on the basis of slope, on the basis of slope we have the 4 different type of rivers. On the basis of I would say on the basis of slope, another classification, ये river regime समझ गए? Okay, then अब हम river regime भूलना नहीं बेटे, ये बार बार आपको काम आएगा। And this is genetic classification. Genetic classification of river stream on the basis of slope. वहाँ का slope क्या है? It is, slope means ordinarily slope. If slope is north to south, कहीं अगर हम एक hypothetical लेते हैं, कहीं का slope north to south है, तो the channel, this channel is called north to south flow कर रही है. This is north and this is south. तो उसका slope भी north. But some channels join it in perpendicular order. Perpendicular order. देखिए, perpendicular join कर रही ना. The average slope कहाँ है? North to south है ना. But river तो east to west चल रही है, west to east चल रही है, east to west चल रही है. So this is east and this is the west. So the river which follow the main course of the direction of the slope is known as consequent streams. consequent stream is this. कौन सी है main river, कौन सी है? Main river is always consequent. Ganga is the consequent, but there are the perpendicular rivers join them. This is known as subsequent. Subsequent channels or the subsequent streams. Sometimes there are the channels, they follow the direction of the normal flow, but they are not the main river. Like suppose one river is flowing like this. कैसे चल रही है river? North to south चल रही है ना. Average slope भी north to south है, but this is not the main channel. So they are known as resequent. So consequent, subsequent और इसको resequent. I hope it is clear. But sometimes normal slope of the region is north to south, but suppose some river is moving like this, उल्टा चल रही है, ये south है ना, और north में जा रही है river. This river is moving north south to उल्टी डायरेक्शन में जा रही है ना, opposite to the direction of the normal slope. It is called obsequent. Obsequent channel, उल्टी डायरेक्शन में चल रहा है. स्लोप तो साउथ में है, नॉर्थ टू साउथ है, लेकिन ये चल तो साउथ से नॉर्थ की तरफ चल रही है, बट फॉर ए शॉर्ट डिस्टेंस, एंड इट इज नॉट द मेन चैनल. बट समटाइम्स some rivers have no particular order. ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है इतना ज्योमेट्रिकल जो मैंने आपको बता दिया सब चैनल इतने ही ऑर्डर में मिले. Sometimes a river flow like this, move like this, and it comes like this. इसका कोई पैटर्न बता सकते हैं? नहीं बता सकते. This is very difficult to determine the pattern. Such type of rivers are known as insequent. They don't have the sequent. This is known as the sequent classification or the genetic classification, or sometimes also known as sequent classification of channels. Sequent. So these are the 5 different types of the river channels. So this is north to south. You know, Son river join Yamuna at perpendicular. कहाँ ज्वाइन करती है सोन रिवर गंगा को? बिफोर पटना, आरा. सो आरा में ज्वाइन करती है. सो सोन रिवर इज दी, क्या कहेंगे, कौन सा सीक्वेंट चैनल है ये? अरे कॉन्सिक्वेंट तो गंगा हो गई, सबसीक्वेंट. और सोन में ही कोई गंगा की डायरेक्शन में चल रही है, कोई रिवर ज्वाइन करेगी तो, और ऑपोजिट चले तो ऑब्सीक्वेंट, और जिसका कोई ऑर्डर ही ना हो तो, ये भूलना नहीं बेटे. दिस इज जस्ट इंट्रोडक्टरी. एंड नेक्स्ट टू दिस वन मोर क्लासिफिकेशन आई वांटेड टू शेयर विद यू, दैट इज ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ फॉर्मेशन. हाँ, कुछ पूछ रहे थे बेटे? आप कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं? नहीं, यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट सभी 4 तरह के. There is one more term, like Stroller in University of Columbia, USA. They gave another term. In USA, there is a river. They find one river. One river is like this, flowing like this. Another river is running like this, parallel to this, parallel to this, and parallel, and join here after a long gap. Like river Ganga and Yamuna. They originate almost from same hillock. इस वाटर डिवाइड से गंगा और इस वाटर डिवाइड से यमुना, सेम hillock नियर केदारनाथ, बद्रीनाथ. एक स्लोप में अलकनंदा और भागीरथी, और दूसरे स्लोप में यमुना, यमुनोत्री. माउंटेन रेंज इज सेम, एक स्लोप, बट जब चलती है तो बहुत मोर देन 1000 किलोमीटर, ऑलमोस्ट 900 किलोमीटर. For 900 kilometer river run parallel to Ganga, and ultimately it joined Ganga at Allahabad. So such type of rivers, Stoller said the name of the river is Yazoo River. याजू रिवर, एक्चुअली अमेरिका में एक छोटी सी याजू रिवर है, वो अपने मेन चैनल को इतने देर के बाद ज्वाइन करती है, तो दे आर नॉट फॉलोइंग एनी सीक्वेंट पैटर्न, दे रन पैरेलल टू ईच अदर. So such type of channels which run parallel to each other for such a long course of channel, so they make the channel, उनको याजू रिवर कई बार कह देते हैं. ये टर्म आपके आगे पीछे कई बार आएगा, तो इसलिए मुझे लगा कि आपको मैं बता दूं. There are the two more types of channel I wanted to share on the basis of formation. On the basis of formation, the two channel, one is called antecedent channel and one is called superimposed channel. You know antecedent reverse? पढ़ा है आपने? That is very important. उसके बिना हम आगे चल ही नहीं सकते. So मैं इसको क्लीन कर दूं?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have it? You have next class? Yes, sir. किनका next class? हैं? जी है. और अभी टाइम क्या हुआ है? हैं?
1:03
1 बज गया. ओके, क्या मैं एंटीसीडेंट, चलो नेक्स्ट करेंगे, ठीक है. ओके, लेट मी स्टॉप इट हियर ओनली.